All right, everybody. It's about 8 o'clock here on Saturday morning. I've been driving a little better than an hour or so, heading north here. Heading home. Yeah, heading home. Obviously, I'm not fishing today. Man, Florida fishing is phenomenal. It's a challenge, but it's very rewarding. I mean, you can go down there and catch some big fish. I've caught some big ones while I'm here. You know, I felt like I had a decent little deal going. I felt like I was ahead of the fish a little bit. And then maybe even I got behind them. I don't know. And it matters, but it don't matter, because I really do care. I mean, I'm very, very passionate about this. And I mean, I want it more than anything, especially opportunities to make the Bassmaster Classic and everything. And do well, you know, for all my friends, my family, my sponsors. But it's fishing. You know, I want to beat myself up yesterday. I mean, I've lost fish. That's the deal. I've had opportunities here. I think some good opportunities. I could have had a really, really decent tournament. The weights weren't crazy, you know, typical Florida weights. And man, I had an opportunity to really, really do well. And I mean, I don't know what happened. I hook up, they come off. I mean, it happens. Everybody loses fish. Everybody. But I don't know. I lost my share and everybody else's, I think. I mean, even yesterday afternoon, late, I went and done something, and there again, I hooked up. I did not, make it happen. So, I don't know. But, I caught fish several different ways. Caught them on swim jig, vibrating jig. Caught some flipping, obviously. Top water. Man, who don't love top water bite? And it's funny, these fish down here, they just hit it different. My first fish there yesterday was, 3 3/4 pounder on top water. Of course, I had a malfunction that we'll not talk about. It was, equipment. There again, I guess it happens. I don't know. I think it does. It did to me anyhow. But, here's the deal. You can never have the opportunity to make that Bassmaster Classic, or even get the points to move on to fish the Elite Series, unless you're there. And that's where I have to leave it. I was there. Equipment, boat motor worked good. Line, rod reels, bait. It just wasn't in the cards. And that's where I have to leave it. I had great co-anglers, which is nice, because that helps you. You don't have that pressure of dealing with somebody that's kind of not so nice sometimes, but it helps to have somebody that's cheerful and in the boat, and, just good people. My first day co-anglers from North Carolina, Lexington, I think, was good boy, just a good boy. And yesterday, my co-angler's from Virginia, but he's lived a little bit everywhere. He's lived in Tennessee and you name it. He's been everywhere. He's a traveling like an electrician. Good man. I mean, a good man. And but anyways, man, I love Florida. I love the scenery. I love the sights. I mean, I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here, because there's been some times wondering if I'm gonna get to come back and do some of this. Things have changed a lot, and I've got a lot of people that stepped up, a lot of people helped out. and making this season happen for us. And man, I'm so thankful. That's why I just, you're going to beat yourself up some. It's just like, talked with Brandon Lester yesterday, and I know where he caught his fish. He moved up to second, and of course I hope he pulls it off today. Brandon's a good boy. And and I didn't lock through in this event. They were only letting 8 boats at a time through those locks. We can easily do 15, 18, if not 20, if you stack them up right and get through there. And day one I was boat 138. I didn't want to, you sit there and you do the math. It's taking an average about 15 minutes for the lock cycle. You do the math, you're down there at boat 138, and a big majority of that field, is going to go through the locks. You could potentially lose a lot of fishing time. I spent time on Toho. Toho has the fish. Toho has the fish to win any event. It normally doesn't, like Kissimmee, produces and everything. Kissimmee just didn't do it for me this time. I, had planned even yesterday to lock and go to an area that does well, but there again, I was looking at maximizing fishing time. You cannot catch a fish riding around a boat. You cannot catch a fish sitting there in the locks. You can't catch it. Like I say, the way I looked at it, regardless of how quick it could have went, if I could have pulled straight up to that lock and went straight in, straight out, you're still going to wind up, you might as well call it an hour's fishing time you lost. That's both ways, going and coming. So, like I say, I started to wheel down there. I was really close to the lock on a flat down there, down Brown's Point, around Shingle, or down around Boggy Creek area. When I cranked that Mercury up, I almost made the right-hand turn, but I went back left to go flip some stuff where I'd caught some really big ones during practice. And it's okay. I mean, it is. Yeah, you're bummed. I mean, I'd be lying if I was going to say, man, it's all no, it's not all good. I promise you. Man, this stuff, I get a big old lump in my throat. It's just like, it's just, you want it. But anyways, like I say, flipping, swim jig. I used to buy a swim jig down there. It's no longer available. Hadn't been available for a few years, so I jumped out there and built me some, and man, they were catching them. That was one color. I built it in 3, actually 4 colors, and my one color, and I may do a video when I get home and talk about my setups and stuff like that, and and that way include you in, help you out down there. But I think I'm going to build that jig and potentially start selling it. It's a good jig. It works really good. And and most of these co-anglers there fishing are very experienced fishermen that's in the back of the boat. They notice, man, you're throwing a jig and that heavy stuff and it's coming through. And the jig I built it off of was a jig that was from Wisconsin, and nobody knows what happened to this guy or nothing. He just disappeared several years ago. And I had contemplated building it then because I had some pretty tall orders if I could have filled it, and it just didn't work out. But I'll probably build it, that way if anybody's interested. Don't know how much they'll be yet, but a lot of time work goes in them. A lot. But anyways, I just want to jump out here and talk this morning. Like I say, I'm driving. I absolutely love this state. I want to live in Florida. But here's the deal with Florida. The only way it makes it easy for me to leave this morning is one, to see family. That makes it easier because I've been gone over a week. And we don't talk on the phone a lot when I'm gone. It's business, you know. You're out there trying to figure this thing out. And we had some major cold fronts come through, and I'll tell you, it fouls them up down here really bad. But I wake up this morning, I had the cover on the boat, didn't have it really secured, but I put it on every night and strap it, just not totally secured for like if I'm traveling. It was pouring rain, so I hopped out there, got it strapped, secured, pulled in my favorite store, Wawa. Man, if you're in Central Florida, you don't know what Wawa is, you got to wheel in there. They make the best food. They have stuff that's, on these little heaters that's ready to go. It's not roller food. This is real stuff. But my favorite deal is a chicken salad sandwich. I literally had it every night for supper for the past, 10 days. Great breakfast sandwiches. They'll make stuff too. They'll make it. They have smoothies and coffees and frappuccinos, and they make all that stuff. Soup, oh my gosh, they usually have 2 or 3 different soups, and even chili. Well, I get chicken corn chowder. And then these pretzels. These pretzels are stuffed with either sweet cream cheese or cheddar cheese. I've never tried the jalapeno. Okay, it's hard to bear. The cheddar cheese is wonderful, but let me tell you, the sweet cream cheese, oh man, that's dessert. It's dessert. I would get a 6-inch sandwich, small cup of chicken corn chowder. I'm getting tore up thinking about this. And I would do that. And anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna miss my Wawa, but I'll be back. We spend a good amount of time in Florida, and I need to live down here. This is me. It's just. Oh, and the other thing making it easier to leave is, like I say, it's cloudy this morning. It's cooling off again. And the farther north I go, the cooler it's getting. I mean, it was 67 when I pulled out. Now I'm looking at 52, and I'm basically up around Gainesville right now. So it's gonna be cold at home. It's gonna be a shock. Anyways, we'll get off here. We've rambled for a good bit, and I appreciate you listening to me. We'll do some more recap, follow up. Like I say, we'll show you some baits, some setups, some stuff like that. And, talk about that a little bit more, because, Florida fishing is so different and everything. But anyways, thank y'all, everyone. Comments, messages, well wishes. Boy, I appreciate it. It means a lot. It's man, it's people from everywhere that have reached out, and they do. And man, I don't know why people follow along with me, because after this event here, it's like, oh my gosh, I finished so far down, it's like I didn't even catch nothing. That's how far down I finished. I think it's probably potentially, other than once or twice that I've never caught fish at all, I think it's the worst finish I've ever had. I was there. I had my shot, and like I said, wasn't in the cards. So, but I'm thankful and very, very blessed with being there. So anyways, we're going to check out of here and get ready to head on home. There goes a guy. Of course, they had the Toyota series down at Okeechobee too, and everything that's finishing up today. But anyways, we're going to get off here, and I do appreciate everybody, and we'll shout at you later. All right, thanks y'all.